So this is how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So first we want to look for any white pieces on the bottom, but not this one because that's a corner. So you find one of the white pieces, so this one, the red and white one, and then you just turn it along the bottom until it matches with the centre, and then you can turn it to the top to make it connect to the white centre. So then you carry on doing that until the white cross is solved, but sometimes some things might pop up, like on the bottom you'll get a flip piece that's not facing the bottom, so you just turn it, and then you can, if there's nothing in the way in the top, you can just move it sideways and then up, or if there were two pieces in the top already solved, then what you would do is move the top anti-clockwise, move it up into the top, and then just move it back so they're all matched again. And the last thing that can happen is that you don't have a piece in the bottom, and if it's in the middle here, just stuck between these two, you can just move it down into the bottom. So you twist it down, move it out of the way, so we can move this one back up, and then you just solve it like you would. So the next step is going to be solving the white corner. So what you do is you flip the cube upside down, and before I teach you how to solve the corners, you're going to have to know like this set of moves. So you move the right side up, the top clockwise, right side down, and then the top anti-clockwise. So if you do that a few times, then you can just get used to it. You'll also need to know how to do this on the left side. So you do left side up, the top side anti-clockwise, then left side down, and then the top clockwise. And you can do that a few times and just get used to it. So in this stage we're going to solve the white side. So you look for any pieces with white on it. So for example, this one. This is white, orange and green on it. So that means it goes in between the white, orange and green centres. So you'll move it above the corner where it's got orange and green, because that's what it has on that piece. And then you'll do the set of moves that I showed you on the right hand side until it goes into place. So you see, now it's solved. One thing that might happen though is that you'll have the corner piece in the bottom, but all you have to do is just do the same set of moves to take it out, and then just carry on as usual and solve it. Okay, so once you've done that, just check that all of the corners are in the right place, and then we're going to do the second layer. So the first thing we're going to do to try and solve the second layer is we're going to find an edge piece on the top that doesn't have yellow on it. So for example, this orange and green one doesn't have yellow on it, and the colour that's above the centre, we're going to match it with the colour. So see, it's orange and orange. Couldn't go here because that's green and orange. So the two colours that this has on it is orange and green. So that means that I have blue on the right and green on the left. So it wants to go in the orange and green place here because it would fit and it would match. But the first step we're going to do is actually move it away, so it's opposite where it needs to be, basically. So because it needs to be in the left, and you've moved it away already, you do the left hand moves, and then you just insert the corner back by turning the cube, and then you do the right hand moves. So I'll show you that once more. So we find the right edge piece, so blue, we match it with the centre, and it's blue and orange, so it wants to go in blue and orange. We have red on the right and orange on the left, so that means we move it away to the right, and because it wants to be on the left, we start with the left side moves, and then we just insert this piece so we can just turn it around and solve it as usual, and then you can just see there that it's in the right place. So something that can pop up is you match it above the right centre, but you go to look where it should be, but it's supposed to be on the right, so that means you move it the opposite direction, left, and then because it wants to be on the right, you start with the right hand side moves, and then just solve the corner, but on the left side. So if you've got no edge pieces in the top, and you can see they're just stuck in the second layer, what you do is you just move it out. So you can use you can start with any side, the right side moves or the left side, it doesn't matter, but you go 4 moves with the right side, just like you do if you solve it, and then you put the corner back in, and then see it's on the top layer, and then you just solve it how you would. So next we're going to move on to solving the top cross, the yellow cross, and first, if you just see a dot in the middle, then you'll turn the front clockwise, and then just do the right-handed 4 moves I taught you. And then you see you can just move that back up to solve the bottom, and then you have this. So with this L shape, also you can ignore any yellow corners that pop up. You'll move it to the top left, so it's there in the top left, and then you'll do the same moves as you did for when you had the yellow dot. So you'll move the front clockwise, and then do the right-handed 4 moves. And then you'll get a line. If you get a line, make sure you don't have it facing you, make sure it's horizontal, and then you'll do the same again. You'll just put the front clockwise, right-handed 4 moves, move that part back to the top, and then you have the yellow cross. So the next step is going to be matching the colours, and you're going to want to try and match as many colours as you can. So here you can see I've got orange and blue matching there, but I don't have green and red matching. In this stage you'll either have all of them matching, which means that you don't have to do this, or you'll have 2. If you have 2, you're going to do these moves. So you're going to put one of the matched pieces on your right, and then you go up, clockwise, down, clockwise, and then you can keep an eye on this pair, which might be easier, and see where it goes, and then you move up with your right side, and then just insert the pair above the 2 white pieces, and then you move it down. But if the 2 matching pieces are opposite each other, then you can just do it from anywhere. But again, I'll show you. You go up the right side, clockwise, see the pairs moving, down, clockwise again, up, and then move anti-clockwise twice till the pair is above the white pieces, and then down. And then you have you will have the matching. So the next stage is to put the yellow corners in the right spot, and for example, red, blue and yellow is in the right spot because it's in between the yellow, red and blue centres. But also keep in mind, in the right spot doesn't mean that it's solved, it just means it's in the right place. If you have none in the right place, then just do this algorithm from anywhere. If you have all of them in the right place, then you don't need to do this. But if you have one, then just put it on the front right side, and then do this. So you go clockwise up, anti-clockwise up, and then clockwise down, anti-clockwise down. So now you've done that, just check they're all in the right spot, so put your finger on that and keep it there so you don't lose it, and you can see, so that one's in the right spot, that one is, and that one is. If they weren't in the right spot, you just do it again from the same point, but we don't have to because they're already solved. Okay, so once you've put the corners in the right spot, you're going to turn the cube upside down, so you have the white face facing the top, and you'll do the right hand moves until the yellow corner in the bottom right, the yellow part, faces the floor. So you can see now it's facing the floor. And then you'll move the bottom along, right, one, and then you'll do that again. Move the bottom along, and then the last one, and then you've solved it.